Good afternoon, primarily male demographic. Good afternoon, exclusively male demographic. We're going out into some crown land to camp out on the coldest night of the year so far in our region, and hopefully getting into a little bit of coyote hunting in the morning, followed by some rabbit hunting. The coyote population where we're going is a little out of control. We've been decimating the deer population there, so we have some time, and I think we're going to spend 2 nights out there. We've got a winter tent with us. We've got propane heater to keep us warm over the night. Some really, really warm sleeping bags. Oh, by the way, I keep saying we. This is my buddy Dom the adventurer. He's joining me on this fine adventure like he has with most of my fine adventures so far. That's where we're headed.
But I am still alive. I was a sailor.
We've arrived at a small town close to our final destination. We're here to grab some bait. We thought you might be interested in that. Not everybody has been to a bait shop, whereas Dom and I here are master baiters. Worms, tackle, and more. Some night crawlers, yeah. Now we're gonna go into the minnow section. This fine gentleman's gonna pick us out some minnows from a live bucket. Here, take a look. 2 dozen. We just finished picking up our baits. Now we're off to our special gas station. Anytime we go up north, we kind of have to hit, otherwise it's bad luck. The one time we didn't do it, my leg got shrapnel, so we're not skipping that gas station ever again. Dude, don't fit. That's what she looks like inside. Hey Dom, what you got going on over here?
A little fire.
Wonderful. Good morning. It is 5:45 a.m. Just starting to get up. Mr. Dominic is still snoozing, but that's all good. We've still got a lot of time. The plan is simple. We set up camp within hiking distance from where we want to look out on the coyotes. The strategy for coyote hunting is pretty simple. You find a place you can have a lot of visibility. We're in an area that a lot of these companies bought land from the government to do mining and logging. Once they're done with that, they just sell it right back to the government. And what that leaves behind is these huge quarries. We're in an area of about 3 or 4 quarries. Dom and I are camping outside of the biggest one that we think we're gonna have the most visibility of. When the legal sunrise is up, we're gonna go for a little hike and see if we couldn't call anything in. As I mentioned before, so we're here for a reason. The coyote population in this area has been getting so out of hand. It's decimating the deer population. As you can imagine, that's really bad for the ecosystem. And coyotes aren't really a prized hunting animal because you can't eat them. Their pelts are gorgeous and amazing, but you can't eat them. So a lot of hunters avoid them. That leaves a bit of a hole in the ecosystem, and so that's where Dom and I come in. Oh, our water's boiling. We're just glamping a little bit. We're getting our coffee ready. We're getting our bodies warm. Dom's getting his layers up. And pretty excited. Let's see what this coffee looks like. Ooh. So this is what our setup looks like. We've got a Bluetooth speaker and I've got a remote in my pocket. We've got this thing spinning. Just something to keep their attention. I'm set up on the top of that hill. We'll see what happens. Well, not too much luck on the coyote front this morning. That's okay. Jokes on them, we got a killer sunrise. Oh my God, so beautiful out here. I love this country. We live in one of the most beautiful places on earth, and it baffles my mind that people don't explore it or look around it. They stick in one little dot for most of their life on this gorgeous, gorgeous country. Like, look at that. It's a mountain. We're in Ontario, then there's a mountain. Like, what? A few snowmobilers pulled up this morning. That's their sled carrier. They unloaded, and as you can see, they went down here, and turns out there's an even deeper ice fishing lake in there. And so we don't have snowmobiles, we have a truck We don't really want to risk going too deep into the bush, because actually, we're not playing it too dangerous. I know we seem like we're idiots, but we're not that dumb. I'll explain to you the situation a little bit. The land that we're using here is crown land, so it belongs to the government. As I mentioned earlier, a bunch of mining and logging companies buy pieces of it so they can use it for raw materials and whatnot. And because of that, we get really lucky that they plow roads in the middle of nowhere. We are out of cell reception range, 50 kilometers from the nearest store or town or anything, and perfectly plowed road. Look at that. Mind you, we've had some not the best weather, so it's been a little warmer, but standing on ground, right? So anyway, we're not far from the road. As you can see, I just walked from our campsite to the road. Pretty safe, and we don't want to go all the way deep into the forest with the truck, just in case we get stuck and then it gets to be a problem like we did last time. Oh, fun fact, we got stuck literally right here 2 years ago when we tried to get in here when it was too fluffy. But today is negative 25 degrees, so the snow is so packed, and people have already snowmobiled over this, so that's why the truck went over it no problem this time. But if the snow was fluffy like last time, we wouldn't have made it in there. We got really lucky. Oh, and then in the spring and summer seasons, where we're camping right there, this is the most popular campsite in this entire Crownland region, specifically because of this little river. This little river is a fly fisherman's paradise. It is filled with trout, brook trout. Yeah, it's a wonderful place in the summer, and as you can see, it is a wonderful place in the winter. And we're maybe the only idiots that want to do this in the coldest night of the year so far, but it is just so beautiful, I can't miss out. We are back on the road once again. We're on our way to an ice fishing lake. Yo! Bro, that's a sedan! What are you doing out here, man? Yeah, if you see a sedan on a remote road like this, it's cause for concern. We've arrived at our lake. We're just researching what could be some good spots for depth. We're gonna drag a sled out and drill holes every little while to make sure the ice is safe. And yeah, should be fun.
3 hours later.
Back in. No luck today. That's alright. It's gorgeous out here. We're having such a good time. It almost never matters if we actually get anything or not. These snowmobilers are racing. Now we're headed to find a local small restaurant. I think there's a place that we've passed here a couple of times that looks like a restaurant. We're gonna see if it's open. What are we doing after lunch? Yeah. We might also see if we can't get this truck into the interior lake that's really, really deep in, because we saw the snowmobilers going there today. We also know that the lake is stocked a little bit, so that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, that's the plan for the day. And then I think in the evening I'll set up another call session for the coyotes before the sun goes down, and then one more in the morning. Then we're packing up. Yeah, we're stuck.
3 hours later.
We got unstuck, and now we gotta reverse. It's the life of outdoor idiots. Oh. Well, we're stuck again. In the same spot as the first ever time. We're once again unstuck. I'm now out looking for some rabbits. Oh, guys, I actually see rabbit tracks. We're back in the spot we hunted this morning. And out in the distance, I can see that after we left, some animal went and checked out what all the noise and the hubbub was about. You can just barely make it out. But those are fresh tracks in that little corner. Something is curious about what was happening here. They're curious. They're not usually gonna go too far away. They're gonna usually stay a little bit. So this evening might be a little promising. We've got about an hour left of daylight. And so we've got our decoy speaker. And we're gonna go set up. up, so we left behind. We have packed up camp and we are on our way home. We tried to do some more coyote hunting this morning. Serene, beautiful morning, but no coyotes today. And that's good, because this region you don't want to see too many coyotes. They're overpopulated, so if you don't see any coyotes, that's a good thing. Essentially, our exhaust broke towards the end, and the main pipe of the exhaust is still attached, and we used a rope to hold it up to the frame of the car so it doesn't drag on the ground, and that rope melted, and so the exhaust dropped. We stopped, and then we thought, okay, we've got these metal fishing leaders. You know, they're metal, they're not plastic, so we thought that that would hold. Yeah, they held for like not even 5 minutes. The exhaust fell off again, melted through them, and so now Dom is taking apart the chains off his boots to make a chain for us to then stick under there.
Here's that.
I'm gonna take you guys with me and show you what the is doing. Alright, so that's our issue. We'll see if that holds. Well, we're all home. Everything is unpacked. The camping gear is away. And that's it for this adventure. Till the next one. See ya.